Hi, everybody. Mark Burdig, Media Day at Cambria Heights High School as we preview football and basketball in our visit with new head coach Ed Dalton of the River Valley Panthers, brought to you by Rivalia's Restaurant, the place you've come to know and love. It's pasta, homemade meals, specialty pizzas, sandwiches, and salads. Very happy to be at their new location, Route 22, Blairsville, formerly at Papa Sales. The new location, but same great food. Still the place to eat in Blairsville, Rivalia's Restaurant. And also IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, just a field goal away from the new Panthers Stadium, located on Old Route 22 next to Chestnut Ridge Golf Course in Blairsville. Get in, get out, get better at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Coach, hopefully you're better. Not that you were sick or anything, but welcome back to Indiana County.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I can attest to both those restaurants also. So, it's very exciting. This is really well-run operation.
Well, you started your career way back when at Purchase Line, and whether this is the last stop or not, I know in between you've been successful too, and you were looking for another challenge, and this one popped up. Tell us how it all happened.
Well, I mean, originally I think I was going to go to Florida, and then it just I don't think I was willing to leave my grandchildren, and because of that, this opportunity was told to me, and I put my hat in the ring, and the rest is history. I think sometimes God works in unusual ways to get you where you're supposed to be, and so far it's been awesome. You're going to see this bunch. They're just a really good bunch. Really good bunch.
Well, we're gonna see if they agree with this next segment, because I remember you well back at your Purchase Line days. Not only football, basketball. You've had success everywhere you've been, as I mentioned. You're also known for being a little fiery, a high demand type of coach. So how's the reception been from the players and the community?
Well, I think I'm still that. I don't think I'm over the edge like I used to be. I think I'm a little more grandfatherly. How's that? But I mean, we go at it. We get after them. You're going to have to ask them the question. But they've responded. They want to be great. I mean, they really do. That's not a cliche. They want to be elite. We have a lot of kids. We have 55 to 60 kids. I mean, we have what we need to have, and they've responded very well. We've had a great summer. Our attendance was like 90% all summer long, which is pretty ridiculous.
Well, River Valley's coming off of back-to-back 8-2 regular seasons. Both ended with tough playoff exits in the first round. So how do you plan to maybe, 8-2 is good, first round exits aren't as good, leaves a bitter taste in everybody's mouth. How do you maybe plan to take the program to the next level?
Well, I mean, obviously ours is day by day. Last year's last year. Your kids come and go. You don't get to recruit them like you used to be able to, and if you do at the university level. So, but we think we have a good bunch in place. We have goals that are out there where you would think that they would be. Our goal is to be elite. We think we've been very good. A lot of respect goes to the people that coached before us all the way back through the two schools, but we're looking to maybe go to the next level, so we're going to do it day by day, and the schedule's daunting, so we're going to have to be ready.
How would you describe the culture maybe you're trying to build, and maybe philosophically what your program may look like as opposed to what we've seen the past few years?
Well, my philosophy is you have to be doing something. So if you're not playing another sports or lifting weights or training, we're going to become a year-round program. Since the beginning of May, we've been working out and also working with the other sports. I think we're a high-demand culture. We spent May putting people on the bus. We spent June and July throwing people off the bus, and we have what we want to have going into the season.
You lose a couple of huge running backs, a big chunk of your offense from last year, and those are always difficult kids to replace. Maybe talk about some players you're really going to be counting on. It probably, as it usually does, starts under center with Marcus Perchetti.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus is not only is he extremely talented, he's brilliant. So to have a kid at quarterback that is smart and can do what he can do, I mean, he is going to be Max is going to be like unbelievable. So that really helps. He's probably the second best quarterback in my career that I just walked in on, that was in place and ready. So that means a lot. We have some talented receivers. We have size and speed. So he's going to have a way to get the ball to different people. The line is Division III size. So I mean, we have a big offensive line, and we're going to start with there. And then these guys that are here, Hudson, Brody, and Michael, and Dakota. And, you've got representatives from everywhere, from the backfield to receivers to linemen, and we have some really good young skill guys also that aren't with us. So we're going to count on them too.
Does the offensive offense change as far as what was run in the past to this year?
Yeah, so I mean, the perfect world for me would be thirds. You could be a third option, a third passing game, and a third regular running game. We're going to see where that lies and what the strength of our kids, and we'll go in whatever direction we have to be successful.
What about the makeup of your coaching staff? I know you brought in some names I'm familiar with. One of my favorites, Steve Woodrow, being among them.
Yeah, I mean, we've been able to build a coaching staff of people from the community and then people from outside. So we have Steve Woodrow with me, who coached with me at Purchase Line way back. Mike Schaefer, who was a good player for me when I coached at Purchase Line. We have Jake Just, who's going to coordinate our defense, who's been here, but was also a head coach at like Laurel Highlands. We have Andrew Frazinet, who's our strength coach, and is going to coach our D-line. We have Vince Skilling, who's going to coach our running backs. We have Eric Faust, who's going to coach our quarterbacks, who we had duels when he was a player on the field, when he played for River Valley. Who am I forgetting on the varsity? Yeah. And I have R.K. Schumacher coaching our offensive line, who didn't lose a game in like 4 years of college.
Mount Union.
Right. Now I got Jess Hauser to come back and coach. I have some young guys with them down below, so we're pretty excited.
All right. So Heritage Conference, I know you've watched a lot of film from the past year or so. Small school conference for the most part. What do you anticipate?
Well, I mean, I would say, first of all, to be the champion, you got to beat the champion. So you got a defending two-time champion. So no matter what the pundits say, we have to get them. We open with Penns Manor at home, who probably over the last 10 years is one of the most successful teams in the conference. West Shamokin seems to be up and down, but I met their coach. He seems to be a really good guy. I watched their film last year. They had a menacing lineman. So we've got our work cut out for us. But our facility, when you see our facility,
I've seen the new building going up.
the only thing you can say is, wow. That's all I can tell you. That's the only thing you can say. And these guys know it. And I intentionally will not let them in it during the construction, because we're going to all walk in and say, wow, at one time.
Cool. Well, good to have you back in the Heritage Conference. We look forward to having the River Valley Panthers games on Cat Country 106.3. Hopefully some video, too, along the way. I know I will be seeing you along the way. Great talking to you, and good luck. We're going to bring some of your players in next.
Well, the kind of coverage you give is unbelievable, so thank you.
All right, Ed Dalton, new head coach from the River Valley Panthers. We're going to bring in the players next. We have Michael Wayno and Dakota Sprague coming in on my right, and Brady Stoller and Brody Hutter on my left. So, guys, we'll try to see if we're all in frame here with our cameraman, John Smathers, and I think we're good to go. So we're going to start with Michael Wayno. Michael, you're a linebacker and defensive lineman, so you know this, back-to-back strong regular seasons but tough playoff exits. So I'm sure that's something you want to change this year. What's been the mindset maybe to break through and make a deeper run, even though we're doing this interview on the first day of August?
I think both, like you said, Mark, tough playoff losses coming back both seasons. I think with Coach Dalton, he breaks that, and we have the good run in the playoffs this year and hopefully bring back a district title to River Valley.
Well, that would be fantastic for the Panthers, and it would be a first for the still relatively new River Valley School District. What about your role as linebacker and defensive lineman, fullback, and maybe the philosophy that Coach has installed?
I played D-line the last 2 years, had pretty successful stats down at D-line. Coach Dalton sees me as a linebacker now, and he wants me to try it out new. So I think it's a good start for wherever he puts me. I'm able to play about anywhere, but I think it's going to be a little bit of a change, but I'm glad to see it, and I can't wait to see what happens.
All right, good luck to you. Dakota Sprague, maybe we can flip positions here and bring in another two-way lineman. I said to Coach, I've known him for a long time, and he has that fiery style, at least he did, and I'm sure it probably hasn't changed much. How's that transition gone, and what's